Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maximo and I'm here taking a look at ZRun, the latest game from publisher Beat Shapers. So what is this game? It's a zombie runner, except it's... oh yeah, it's a runner. It's not an endless runner unless you're playing survival mode, so it's technically a runner. So let's just go take a look around. We got blood effects. This is one of the weirdest things I could have possibly imagined I would see in a Vita game. Blood effects is actually a gameplay feature that you can turn off. Blood comes across the screen and you have to wipe it off the screen, but if you turn this setting off, you don't have to. It makes the game look slightly worse, but then again, not much could honestly make this game look that much worse. We've got sound effects volume at max and music volume at minimum. I'm not going to turn that up because the music in this game sounds like it's copyrighted by someone and I'm probably going to get screwed for it even with the volume being that low. We can take a look at the controls here. They're pretty standard stuff. It's a little bit hard to get used to, but, you know, it comes eventually, trust me. You got two modes. Oh, well, I might as well have a look at the high score list first. You'll probably be able to see the new the new PSN ID I'm using for this. As you can see here, I actually have two Vita kits, or at least had. The second Vita kit I got was a brand new Slim kit. Guess what? It broke. In 2 weeks. So I'm sending it back to the guy to get it repaired. Then this is really annoying because I have to use my fat Vita for this, and now I have to swap it back to the other account as soon as I'm done here. So, let's go and have a look at the campaign. Obviously, survival carries on all the stuff you get from the campaign just to an endless runner thing with high scoreboards. There's also high scoreboards for, like, every level, but... oh, well, is it every level? Area 1? I don't know. Anyway... let's get straight onto the campaign. I haven't played for very long, admittedly, but honestly, I don't need that much more to be convinced this game is not bad. I don't mean to be that sort of person that immediately gets down on the game as soon as it's announced, like Hyperdimension, Neptunia, PP, or what was the other game, Mind Zero. Just because it looks like crap doesn't mean I'm not willing to give it the benefit of the doubt. I gave this one the benefit of the doubt, and it turned out all the people who thought it was going to be crap were absolutely right. But let's actually have a look at the game first to justify this. So first thing we've got is abilities and the inventory. Well, you get points throughout the game and that converts into experience. The thing is, I've got 300,000 experience right now and I'm only level 7. Experience doesn't feel that relevant when you're getting it in the hundreds of thousands right off the bat. And it's just kind of depressing having so much experience come up and there's no way to tell how much experience you need at the next level, and I'm not sure if going through another level actually adds to my experience. A level I've already completed, I should say. Probably not. You've got abilities. As you can see here, you've got vitality, toughness, stamina, endurance. It's really basic stuff. Jump and slide duration increased. Recovery, item capacities, and maintenance for extra weapon usage. It's not creative in the slightest, honestly. You can pick between one of two characters, but they're not very creative either. There's no story. It's just run for your goddamn life. I don't know why I'm so depressed at that, but whatever. Let's just play a level. So this is ZRun. First thing you might notice is that it looks like crap. I mean, the graphical fidelity is alright, but there is no style to this game whatsoever. Nothing to make it even remotely unique. It's just boring as hell. Yeah, I'm just willingly going to die here because this area is actually really hard. Like, most of this game is actually surprisingly hard. But as I was saying, the graphical fidelity is okay, but there's no style or substance to any of these graphics at all. It just looks like nonsense. And the AI in it is a piece of crap, but let's go through again. So the idea with this AI is that it's actually totally random what it decides to do. I don't know why it's so random in what it decides it actually wants to do. Like, half the time it'll lunge at you, although I'm getting a ton of lunges right now for some reason. Half the time, it'll just stand still and take a idle swing at you. And half the time, it'll... half the time. See, like, it doesn't matter how far away you are, they're just... what they do is random, so it's really hard to predict what they're going to do and what you should do to try and avoid them. Now, you can jump and slide. Slide kicking actually gives you a lot of points, but it drains your stamina meter down the bottom right there, so you have to conserve all the stamina you can, because eventually, if you use all your stamina, it's almost guaranteed you're going to get hit by something while you're going slow, and you're just going to get comboed like that. I did that on purpose to show off just how much you can get comboed in this game, because you have recovery time, so if you get hit and then you immediately fall into something else, you will just get comboed endlessly, and it sucks like hell. Also, this guy's really stupid, and he runs directly into pretty much anything in his path. It's a pain in the ass to manage. Also, that zombie all the way out there just, like, had no way to get out to me. Weapons in this game feel like crap, honestly. You pick them up off the ground throughout the game, and their animations take so long to go through, and their goddamn... Ow. And their... follow-throughs are just so unsatisfying. Like this crossbow, he has to pull it up every time and fire it. And when he does, it just feels weak. It feels so weak. It's more satisfying to use like that jumping melee kick, but everything still feels really floaty. Like that jump! That jump felt so damn floaty. I'm amazed at how floaty everything in this game feels. Like, I just went so damn high. And this is without the jumping upgrades. Okay, so just look at that. That's ridiculously long. Stamina also takes a really long time to regenerate as well. So if you get stuck in a long corridor with a lot of zombies, you are screwed. So there's really no point in trying to do anything. It's just avoid as many zombies as you can with no idea whether or not they'll lunge at you or they'll just take an idle swing at you. And sometimes you get shit like that, where it looks like you might be able to get through just by swerving around, but no, you can't do it. There's an invisible wall there. It just stops you immediately. There's no touch controls. It's all done by buttons. At least the button controls feel slightly responsive. Oh, those big guys, you can't hit them with melee attacks at all. You have to kill them via weaponry. So as you can see there, down he goes. It's not very pleasant to play at all, though, because of the wonky animations and the random zombie behavior. As you can see there, there's absolutely no way around that. The levels are exactly the same. You'll go down the same looking street like 5 or 6 times. There's no random zombie placement to give you that little bit of an, oh, maybe this time I can get through it feel. No, it's exactly the same horde of zombies every single time, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's just so dull at the end of the day. Like, if I could get actually, I can do that. We have this inventory up here where we can put stuff in here. So let's use the Kodachi and the Z-Collar Red. So you can just pick what items you want to use. By the way, if you fail a stage, all the items you used are gone. So there's really no point to it. Like, look at how wimpy of a swing this Kodachi is. Look at it! It's dumb. It's so unbelievably dumb how bad that looks. The baseball bat looks like I'm trying to hit someone with a tuna fish. It's ridiculous on so many levels. And by the way, these weapon reaches aren't very good, so if you go up to a bunch of zombies and swing, you won't be able to hit all of them. And you'll eventually just get comboed into oblivion by the ones that survive the initial swing. It's so dumb. Also, what the hell happened there? Did you see that? What was that about? Wow, yeah. I'll go to a different level just so you don't have to look at this one. This will be really easy though because my stats are so goddamn high. Also, there's a loading screen here and it's really long for some reason. I haven't seen this yet. This is going to be a really easy level, by the way. But, yeah. Like, the bat takes so long to get out once you're... Yeah, see, for some reason you can't even... Like, the baseball bat in this game, for some reason, it takes a really long time to pull out, even after you've slid or something like that. And the Kodachi doesn't. And it's just the swing up times are so long, there's just no point. You just want to hold your weapon out as soon as you start the stage. This game has so many problems. So many. And it's just not that entertaining to play after a while. You keep seeing the same stuff. You keep failing because the zombie AI is so unbelievably random. You keep just failing and failing, and there's just so many silly design decisions, and there's a couple of bugs here and there, and the game isn't just that... The game isn't that fun to play in general. Like, look how low the camera goes. If you're, like, sprinting like this, you can't see shit. So there's no goddamn way to know exactly what's coming until you're screwed. Okay, I just got a baseball bat, so let's just go on to the next level and show you how slow of a wind-up time this thing has. Because this just boggles the mind how slowly this... Look. See, he does the initial swing, but it takes him a full second to get it out. And watch this. That is not satisfying in the slightest to me. This bat, it feels like I'm waving, like, a piece of paper around. That's sound. That sounds like just hitting a ball. It doesn't sound like hitting any sort of zombie head. It's so depressingly dull. Music's generic as all hell. Tubber's ball zombie AI to go along with it. This is depressing. We'll go play some survival just for a little bit. Yeah, different survival leaderboards. So that was a look at ZRun. This game is just so dull, and the AI, everything feels really floaty. The AI is a pain to deal with. The controls feel so needlessly annoying. The levels are much harder than they should be. And it's just overall really dull and uninteresting, and... I mean, like, look at that fog distance. I'm not usually one to complain about graphics, but this reminds me of Siphon Filter on the first PlayStation. Which is actually a better game than this. Oh well. That was a look at ZRun. Not good, not really worth your time. Sorry, Beat Shapers. I'll see you all next time.